to travel and those who will travel in future to anticipate as to what it is that is going to happen at the airport. You will therefore know that, for instance, my luggage will be scanned. That is possible. That body search will happen. That there will be some things that will not take it to the aircraft. This happens because the ICAO, which is the International Civil Aviation Organization, set these standards that apply the world over and that assist all the countries in the world. The significance of international aviation has increased significantly since the United Nations and the world nations adopted the Agenda 2030, which is premised on global sustainable development. In 1994, I've already mentioned this, South Africa commenced the celebration of ICAT in 2003. Remember, it had been there since 1994, but we decided as a country only to commemorate this day only in 2003. And Premier, ever since we started, we've been to other provinces, I think 3 times to Northwest, I think 2 times to Limpopo, 1 time to other provinces, the state KwaZulu-Natal, but we've never been to Gauteng. And we therefore are happy that today we are in Gauteng as we celebrate this day. And for this day, the ICAO Council announced that the theme for 2022, as it has been mentioned, is advancing innovation for global aviation development. For almost 120 years, aviation has enhanced innovation and a bold spirit of adventure. Coming home here through our state-owned entities, which are the Airport Company South Africa, AXA, Air Traffic Navigation Services, ATNS, and the South African Civil Aviation Authority, SACA, we have programs and projects which as a country we are implementing to foster growth and service efficiency through the use of innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, as part of fast-tracking the development and growth of the aviation in the continent, and I want to say this, the African Civil Aviation Commission, known as AFCA, on its 23rd anniversary celebration just this year, celebrating the Mosuku decision, launched a pilot implementation project where 17 African countries pledged to move ahead with the implementation of the Single African Air Transport Market, famously known as SATM. South Africa is one of the 17 countries, but let me hasten to say that as we participate in this pilot project in South Africa, we will be very cautious as we ensure that our national interest is not, of course, undermined. To this effect, and in support of the SATM, the South African National Department of Transport has developed and will develop and implement strategic and operational initiatives. We will do this working together with our state-owned companies. What SATM does, it actually makes the African airspace work like the domestic airspace. That's what it does. If SAA flies together, it actually means that if it is able to fly to Ghana, fly to Rwanda, fly to any other country, it will not need an agreement. It will not need anything else, but it will just inform them that at this moment we want to fly to your country and this is our plan, then they can fly. That therefore calls for a very strong airline in a country so that we're able to take the opportunities of that nature. I must also indicate that the International Air Transport Association announced passenger data for September 2020, which is showing that the recovery in air travel continues to be very strong, and as I think others have alluded. For instance, the total traffic in September 2022 rose by 57% compared to September 2021. And we're happy about this. That traffic is now at 73.8% in September compared to September 2019 levels. Africa African Airlines saw a 90.5% rise in September this year versus a year ago. This therefore confirms the fact that our aviation is again growing. But what does this mean? It actually means that as a country, we've got also not to be left behind. But it also means that we've got to continue to train young aviators who will take over from the CEOs that are sitting here today. That will ensure that we realize full recovery also as a country. That also there will be skilled and efficient aviators. Because in aviation, I say a certain times, there is no room for who does you, whether you are coming. And I just want to emphasize this point, that in the aviation sector, there are so many opportunities and there are so many careers that you can choose from. People, when you talk about aviation, they think only of being a pilot. Yes, you can be a pilot. But the only thing that you can only be a pilot, the SAA or any other airline. Yes, it's true. But you can also be a drones pilot. And as Emma drones, we definitely need pilots. You can actually be an air traffic controller who interacts with the pilots, who will say to the pilot, you can take off or you can land. Who will say to the pilot, you remember, you've got to reduce the speed because you can't land it right now. So you have this air traffic controller. And I can tell you, as the CEO has said, we have the academy in South Africa where we train our pilots. Our air traffic controllers. And the reason why our record in commercial aircraft crashes is at 0%, which we are happy about over time, is because of the quality of air traffic controllers that we are training in South Africa. I invite you young people to consider choosing this career. You can apply. It's our academy. It's rated high in the world. We have trained the former president of ICAO here in South Africa. We are training air traffic controllers for the continent. And I can tell you now that even if you come from a very poor family, you don't have shoes, nor a panty, nor anything else. I'm saying to you, the only thing that your parent will have to give you is money, ibena, uye, eskoleni. Once ungafika eskoleni, thina sizokunikeza accommodation for free. Sizokunikeza tuition for free. But we're also going to give you a stipend every month. It's got 80,000 rand. Others, yes, we do. I'm not talking about something that I say we will be doing. I am talking about something that we are doing and we have been doing for ages. And I can tell you that our academy is rated as one of the best in the world. It's up to you to choose to sit at home, and probably because everybody in the family is drinking, and then you follow suit and abuse alcohol. When you do that, you can never be an air traffic controller. When you abuse Nyawoka, you can never be an air traffic controller. But when you are sober-minded and what you want, then you're going to join us, and you will be a disciplined air traffic controller, so that we maintain our record of no crashes in South Africa. But also, it is not all. We continue to work towards the establishment of a state academy in aviation in order to ensure that all South Africans, especially those from the working class and the poor, access the aviation sector. This we are actually planning to do. To this effect, the Civil Aviation Branch within the Department of Transport has recently collaborated towards a sustainable partnership with the Nelson Mandela Bay University to make provisions for the introduction of a new civil aviation module as an addendum to the already existing transport MOA with the Department of Transport. We actually have entered into a number of memorandum of understanding with up to 12 tertiary institutions. I'm talking about universities. You go to the University of Zululand, Durban University of Technology, Wits University, Stellenbosch University, and many other FET. We've entered into agreements with them to train transport-related courses. However, in this regard, we are saying just next year for all those students that are actually doing engineering honors, this module will be added into their course. We also have a memorandum of understanding with the University of Wits. And can I say here that we heard that the University of Witwatersrand is offering a course in aeronautical engineering. And believe you me, when you stand up somewhere and you say, I am Cindy Chifunga and I'm the aeronautical engineer, you don't then have to tell people that in Fundini. When you say I'm an aeronautical engineer, it concludes you already we know who's Fundini. And as the Department of Transport, we went to the university and we said, tell us, what are the students' problems? And they said those that come from poor families, they worry about money which they don't have. And we said as the Department of Transport, we are going to offer them a bursary. And that's what we are doing already. If you want to be an aeronautical engineer in South Africa, that offers that course. And the Department of Transport in a bazaar already every year, if you want to study to be a mechanical engineer with modules in aeronautical engineering, go to Pretoria University. They too offer that course, but when you complete, you will have modules in aeronautical engineering. But of course, you'll be a mechanical engineer. We know these things because we've been there. We've been talking and interacting with the state-owned entities. With this university. Now, I just want also to say to you, if you want to be in the sector, you can also be an avionic mechanic. AXA is actually providing that training. And let me tell you the reason why I said you can never be an abuser of alcohol, no yawu. Because in order for you to pass and complete UMA practicals, you must get 100%. There's no 99.1. It's 100% authority. I will condone. Because in the aviation sector, there is no space for the 0.01%. Because that 0.01% can cost us the lives of people. If there is an air crash, you will never find survivors. And therefore, we want to ensure that when people fly from South Africa, they land safe. They land safe because of the quality of the people that we train. You can actually be an airfield operator, and a specialist. So that airfields for the so there is so much that you can be in the aviation sector. And I want you to get interested in this sector because we don't have many of these people in South Africa. And therefore today, this day in South Africa, in the main, is about learners. I'm happy that we do have students here, but I'm also happy that we have teachers here. We can actually distribute, and I want to believe that in on careers in the aviation sector, but also channel your learners to choose the correct subjects. Of course, it will be science and math, but it can be anything. Because remember, in aviation, we will be happy to help you as an aviation lawyer. We'll be happy to help you as an aviation economist. So you can actually go to the university and come back to South Africa and say, remember, these things that you enter and sign today because they are right, but the implications tomorrow for the country will be this and that. You can only do that if you're an aviation lawyer. If you are just a lawyer who studied criminal whatever law, you will not be able to understand these things, not like I undermine anybody. But I'm saying if you want to specialize in aviation, choose law and then specialize in aviation law. If you want to be an economist, we'll be happy to help you as an aviation economist. And of course, program director, because of time, I would want to move on to our achievements. Already, you have seen, they've invited CEOs of our 3 state-owned companies. State, which means these are the CEOs of companies established by government, the ANC government. We have appointed them. 3 of them, they are women, and they are men. A sector that many even today believe that it's a sector for some and not for others. We are saying this sector is for anyone who is competent. And this is exactly what the CEOs that were standing here are. They are competent, they know their story, they know what to do. And we are proud to have them because they are doing a lot of good job. So yes, I've said a lot about ATNS, that is maintaining our airspace. 6% of the world airspace is managed by air traffic navigation services. It belongs to South Africa. And in this airspace, we allow whatever aircraft to pass through in what is called Freedom 1. But we can actually have all the rights to say, well, now you shall not pass into our airspace. And it all depends on us. We have not done that. And this airspace is managed effectively and efficiently by the air traffic navigation services. I invite you to want to work, but also to want to be air traffic controllers. We also have the landlords, which is the airport company of South Africa, which is AXA. Let me tell you, Jan Smart, the OR Tambo was something at some stage called Jan Smart because of the manner in which that airport has developed. People who were coming to South Africa during 2010 FIFA World Cup, landing in South Africa here in OR Tambo, they were actually asking for connecting flights to South Africa. And when we said to them, oh no, you are in South Africa, they couldn't believe it because of what this international airport has become. Thanks to this government. Because people suddenly think that there is nothing that is happening and successfully happening. I am saying it is this government that developed OR Tambo to be what it is today. To get evaluated by North South Africans. And in this case, we will have the auditing which is done by Skytrax. And believe you me, all the 3 of our international airports have been rated very high in the continent. And as a matter of fact, we compare and compete very well with other best world airports. If you look at the airports that you have in the world, there are so many of them. And our 3 airports are rated among the top 100 best airports in the world. And that is South Africa. As a matter of fact, among the 50 best airports in the world. And that is what we are doing. We're not just how Singapore airport Washington DC airport because that is what we know in South Africa. Best airport in Africa was actually OR Tambo International Airport, King Shaka International Airport, Cape Town International Airport. Best regional airport in Africa, King Shaka International Airport being number 1. Best airport in Africa, Cape Town Airport being number 1. Killers Airport in Africa, Cape Town International Airport being number 1. And let me emphasize this point. These airports belong and are owned and managed by AXA, not anything but AXA, which is, of course, a state-owned company that is responsible for that and is owned by government. Allow me also to say to you, on the global stage, we will continue to ensure an effective presence in the global safety, in the global security, and in the global governance of civil aviation as a member state of the International Civil Aviation Organization. So, as in the morning when they were interviewing me, they asked me about how our state-owned companies perform when they are being audited by the Auditor General of South Africa. And they said, yes, indeed. Our airports, our 3 state-owned companies, when it comes to auditing by our own Auditor General, they get all unqualified audit to clean edit and nothing less than that. And I've said, but it's not all. They get audited by ICAO, but they got audited by other bodies. And listen to me. When we in Canada just this year in October, attending the assembly, were invited by the president of ICAO. So I had a prayer for the United States. The president of ICAO. What is going to pay to the president of ICAO, congratulations, South Africa. Because when it comes to aviation, you are leading in your continent. But also, congratulations, because you've just been audited this year on the aviation security, and you did not attract any significant finding. In fact, you have actually received a keen audit when it comes to aviation security. That is South Africa. We are saying when we get audited, we say on aviation security, that is what we do. And then we say, come whoever and audit us. And we say, you can whatever, do whatever. They went to OR Tambo, they found us to be there. They went to Cape Town, we said we are there. They audited some airlines, they audited, and misled by our regulator because we're competing with the best. As a matter of fact, Premier, some of the auditors, they learned something from South Africa when they audit us. As if that was not all. When it comes to aviation safety, we've been audited again. In 2017, when we were audited by ICAO again, what is an international civil aviation organization, we scored 87.3%. In South Africa, 87.3%. Students, they wrote 87, go to 7, so for you 7. That is what we bought in South Africa. We will be audited again next year, I think by March, and we expect to improve this performance because aviation is an improver, and it's an improver not from a low base, but from 87.3%. We've just been audited again by US because of the BASA that we have, bilateral service agreement that we have with US. What about South Africa? again were invited by the Secretary of Aviation in US to a meeting. US we are meeting under normal circumstances. When you invite people to meet with them, you are the one who introduces a purpose, your invitation. Okay. The US we are but we've been invited by them. Then you start saying, thank you very much for inviting us. We have a memorandum of understanding with you, a visa with you, and you think it's old because it was signed in 1996 and we want it reviewed because it has been overtaken by events. But if they were supposed to speak first, then when you have said whatever that you want to say, they can say thank you very much. We are here to inform you that audit that we conducted, you've passed it. In South Africa, you are in category 1 of US. With US, you are either good or bad. There's nothing in between. You are either in category 1 or in category 2. If you fail anything, you are in category 2. And these things, they get published for the world to know. But what it means that immediately they publish that, it means that there is no airline that can fly from South Africa. On that day, SAA will not be able to fly to US, and any other South African airline will not fly. As a matter of fact, any airline that is from South Africa, things in the aviation that have not been, of course, done by the but I just want to say that. We were elected, again re-elected, just this year, again to serve in the 36-member state council of ICAO. The 36 is divided into 3. The first category is for countries that are big in aviation. Your US's of this world, your Canadas of this world, your China's of this world. That is where they are. The second, but then they manufacture aircraft. They can go on and on and on. The CEO explaining that. For me, that's how it is. They manufacture aircraft. Category 2 is countries that are big in aviation, but they don't manufacture airlines. In South Africa, that is where we are. We got elected. We received, in fact, I think in terms of votes, we received the highest vote when we were there. And we were sitting to say, so you London, so South Africa. Since South Africa. Number 3, category 3, and in fact, part 3 are countries that are representing region. And of course, from our southern region, Zimbabwe got elected. And we're very happy about that because we now have a country in the southern region that also is serving in the ICAO Council, which is a governing body of ICAO. But let me also say that again, just immediately after that, and I'm talking in between October and now, again, our permanent representative was elected as the vice president of ICAO Council, and that is Mr. Mabaso of South Africa. Assembly. We are going to land over see that man. It's really tech. In China, a couple of countries, I need their delegations are. Now, the day I'm from the day I'm now, sitting a study. It can't explain that. Let me tell you, I cannot believe that it is the first professionally run UN agent. It believes that. Maybe because of how aviators conduct themselves. We are all because we are going to find the purpose fire. That's how aviators conduct themselves. Then I couldn't know whatever, busha. Now it's time for us to elect the president of the 2022 41st ICAO Assembly. Phakamisa athi mina I'm from the Czech Republic and I speak on behalf of the European Union. So I like to remember the Czech Republic. Ukhulumela amazwe onke aseYurophu. I hereby nominate the name of Poppy Khoza from South Africa. She goes on telling us about our own Pope. Things that she was saying are something that was never said about her. Telling us as to who Pope is of South Africa. The one who was addressing you here. From here, small letter and the desert end. Oshana like okay, Oshana like who the Romans were not to make a pant. Mrs. Sand, as Padam Silatina, she said, show. Mrs. Sand, to President, where I carry your content. Yes, it's me. I'm here representing and leading the delegation of India. I hereby support the nomination and election of Ms. Poppy Khoza of South Africa. And she gives reason. After that, many countries raise their hands. So the power of any flag in the country, I can understand. So you raise the flag of your country if you want to speak. All of them in support of a South African citizen, a first woman to preside over the assembly in the 78 years of ICAO's existence. That woman who said history and said to the world, women are successful in the aviation sector and they can actually lead, was a woman, a history, who said history, was a woman from South Africa, our own discipline. And when she stood up, I have come to the prayer. Oh, yeah, women, we never see South Africa, as we are known for it. Silent. Kamu kwani bakhoka washo ngethakazela zakhona esukumeyo thathi stage wayohlalela phambili wakhatha kathi siladuma wakhatha kathi singathi South Africa, where are you, so that you witness this history. Let's go to the country. This is not a good story to tell, if this is not something exceptionally good about South Africa, because this actually was not just empowering folk, it was not about her. As a matter of fact, it wasn't even about South Africa alone, but it was about all women in the aviation sector. And that happened with the women of South Africa. I am very happy to say to you, as a country, we are doing very well in the aviation sector, exceptionally well. If you want to join aviation, you are most welcome. You can actually Google transport, www transport, and career in the aviation sector. When you do that, you will be joining a very successful story. I wish you all a very safe festive season. And please be safe on our road. Thank you very much.
powerful keynote address. May I call upon our Honorable Kenya of Gauteng. Honorable National Speaker. Kenya, as you know, you were requested to come and do a closing remarks. However, because of the situation of time, let me ask the Honorable Executive Mayor of the City Local Municipality, Councillor Osi. Let me ask the learners to remain here after the group of friends for the lunch ourselves. Honorable Executive Mayor, over to you.
Thank you very much, Program Director. Give me a round of applause again. It's an honor and privilege to be the premier outing. Without any waste of time, my work is very simple here. Due to time, I would rise on an observation of protocol and the Deputy Minister and just greet you in the